Hi, this is my first tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make a multicolored ribbon braid. If you've seen these anywhere, that's what these are. These are ribbon braids. This is a tutorial for anybody who already knows how to make these. If you don't know how to make these, there is a link below for you to watch a YouTube video from somebody else, the person whom I watched and learned it from. This one is just two colors. It's just two ribbons. I've made several different types. Here I've made one with three different ribbons, just to kind of get a different fun little, some variety out of it, make it more fun. And then I've done some with technically 7 colors. I've done it with, white, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple to get this fun rainbow ribbon braid. And then I've done ones like these. Yes, these are Bronco colors. With the orange and the blue, and I've finished off, but then continued with white, and then finished off the white and continued with the orange and the blue. And if you notice, it looks, other than the fact that it's shorter because it's for a smaller person, it looks nearly identical to the one with just 2 colors, or with just the 2 ribbons. Today I'm going to show you how to use 6 pieces of ribbon. And here I've got red, white, and green. Figured I would get a head start and maybe get some Christmas colors together. Again, if you already know how to do this, then if you don't already know how to do this, then please check out the other tutorial. Other than the ribbon that you'll need, and these are about 12 inches long. I've already done the loops on these. You're going to need a lighter, of course, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Alright, so I haven't actually decided what I want this to look like yet, so we're going to have some fun and do this together. I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start off with the white, and I will do white and red. I guess if you don't know how to do this, then you could actually watch this tutorial and find out. But I wanted to give credit to the person that I learned it from. Alright, so I'm just starting out the normal way here. I can get this going pretty quickly for you. Now, normally, I'm not a fan of cutting ribbon off of the roll if I can help it. So, if I was doing 2 colors, I would actually still have them on the roll and be doing this. But obviously, with so many colors, I had to go ahead and cut. Alright. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with, I'm going to do 3 loops. If you count from the bottom up, you'll notice every time you fold it over, you're actually creating a new loop. So on this side we have 1, 2, and on this side we have 1 and 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to 3 on both sides before I add in another color. Alright, so I've got 3 loops, 1, 2, 3 of the white. And I'm actually going to go ahead and finish off the white. In order to do that, I've pulled it tight, both the red and the white tight to where it would normally be if I were to continue. I'm going to flip it over, turn it, and I'm going to create a small pocket here. And if you want, you could actually pull that straight through to prevent it from getting stuck in there. And I'm going to put just a little bit of hot glue in there. Okay. Now the reason why we did it on the back is because when you start your new color, you will need to go through this loop. If you were to glue it to the front, then you would end up going through the back with your new color and it just wouldn't look right. Alright, so now that I've done that, I'm going to cut the white off. I'm going to cut it as close as I can to the red without cutting the red, of course. And then I want to singe that white ribbon so it doesn't fray. You can see I actually have, quite a bit of this white left. I might use it a little bit later. Like I said, this is, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and I'll stick the green in. Sometimes I think it's more fun to just kind of wing it, to not have a set plan or design in mind. I think it's more fun. You can get more creative with it as you go. Alright, so I think I'm going to continue with the red. Actually, I'm not going to finish it off. So I'll continue with the red and the green here. Okay. Alright, and you can see I've got, just a tiny little bit of this red left. So you know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this red off, because I don't have enough to keep going. Which is fine because I'm making this multicolored, which means I can go ahead and pop in a different color. Like I said, this is the biggest reason why I don't like to pre-cut, because you just don't know how much you really need. On other ones I've been able to get away with, just the 12 inches, after I've cut it, I could see that I only use so much, but every time you make these, it's, they're a little different. They don't always come out perfect. Okay. It's sticking to me. Okay, I'm going to cut off the excess red that's hanging out. That's just to make it look clean from behind. You don't really have to, especially if you're going to just attach this to a headband. You could just leave it there, but of course, singe the ends. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do white. I'm going to start with white on this side. Continue with the green. tendency to keep moving my hands closer and closer to the camera. Every time I do that, I realize you guys can't see what I'm doing. So I apologize. Like I said, this is the first tutorial I've ever made. I'm usually busy taking pictures of my kids or products for my Etsy shop. I'm not usually in front and behind the camera. It's interesting. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to end up doing the same thing with the green. I'm going to end up finishing it off here in a minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I could have stopped at 3, you know, but I guess I decided to just keep on going, which is totally fine. Okay. So I think yeah, I've got enough. I can finish this off up here. It's actually kind of fun doing it this way. Probably already said that. I think for me, it's just more fun for me to do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to start up with the red again.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
I was scared down alone in the living room.
Oh my goodness.
Really scared alone in the living room.
I'm sorry.
I'm shuffling out there for me.
Well, I'm right here.
Yeah. Oh, I want that.
You want a what?
I want this one.
Okay.
I like to wait.
I know. Go ahead. Can you take that out there, please?
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
yes.
could you change the channel for me?
Okay. Can you give me just a minute?
Okay.
Thanks.
I'll leave the door open.
Okay. Okay. So that was my little girl that you just heard. All right. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to stop there with the white. Now, if you're doing this with a patterned print and it's not patterned on both sides, if it's not two-sided, you will end up with it looking, let that dry for a second, like this. If you notice, I just used plain white ribbon, but then I had the chevron ribbon here. And then, you know, when I was doing it though, the chevron ribbon, you know, it's plain on the other side. So that's how it ended up looking. You can totally flip it over. What I've done is, you know, you could flip it over and then you just kind of, you know, mess with it and get the color to show on this side. If you know ahead of time that that's what you're going to need to do, then you will want to probably, you know, make your cuts somewhere else so they don't show like this. It's kind of showing right there. But anyway, that's just more or less for future reference. I chose not to use a patterned print during this tutorial just because it can be a little confusing if you didn't, if you don't already know, or whatever that. Oops. Tell ya, I'm having one of those days today. Nothing is quite going how I want it to go. Alright, again, cut as close as you can without cutting that other ribbon. And don't forget to singe that with your lighter. I'm going to start back up over here with the green. Doing it this way, I'm actually ending up with, the same colors on either side, just in different spots, which is a lot more interesting and fun than just having, one plain or one color along one side, something different in the middle, and then something different on the other side. And doing it this way, you really get a better variety, and I think that if you're making this for customers, I think that they'll like it a bit more. Did I make that too small? Give them something new and fun, and not a lot of people are doing this right now. I think it's still kind of a new thing. This one is just a bit too small, I think. I'll try this again. I hate it when this happens. Oh my goodness, just go in there. Ugh, just do what you're told. Alright, there we go. Okay. We're almost done. Almost there. Okay, we're gonna finish off this red. We're gonna do the same thing that we've been doing. And take it around the back. I'm gonna flip it over. A little dab of hot glue in there. And then when I say dab, I really do mean just a dab. You don't need a lot of hot glue. If you put too much in there, it's just gonna spill over and get everywhere. And then you just end up with a big mess. Alright, I'm gonna have to make another loop on the white. Okay. Dang, there we go again. I'm knocking the darn thing over.